Good morning, my YouTube family. It has been a while since I've last recorded. I've been around, I've been here, I guess you can say. Um, you know, I'm often hesitant to make videos because I'm like, well, what if it doesn't come out right? And what if I can't get my message out because due to anxiety and other mental ailments that I suffer from, I tend to deal with this scattered brain. So I try to hit the most important topics first and then, you know, allow it to flow from there. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real. I know, ignore this. We're gonna get into that probably on the next video, but it was placed on my heart today to really just kind of like come clean with someone, because as we know, with gamblers, we tend to lead double lives. No one has a damn inkling or a clue who we are, what we do, the torture and torment some of us, myself, can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for myself, that we consistently and on a frequent basis subject ourselves to. And it's just like, I just wish I can go back to the first freaking moment that I even sat at a machine. And I just wish I would have got like just so disgusted by it that it didn't even allure me. Like it I couldn't be persuaded to fall into that trap, pretty much is all I'm trying to say. But you guys, today, like I said, I'm gonna, do my makeup. We'll talk about, like, I got hurt, but I'm okay. I got a black eye, but all is well, so don't worry, you guys. But, yeah. Excuse me. So, it has been a very, very turbulent, depressing, shame-filled, miserable start of the year. Let's just say that, because I took the bullshit from last year and it fucking followed me into this year. And the bullshit that I'm speaking of is this fucking addiction. I was having a class yesterday, and the instructor, we were talking about addiction. And he said something that really touched me, because as I was, sharing with some of the ladies my story and, what alcoholism and gambling has done to me and how it has really just changed my life, like, tremendously, and not in a good way, in a very negative way. Anywho, he was just like, addiction does not discriminate. They don't care about your race, creed, color, sexual orientation. They don't give a fuck if you got $1 million in the bank, and they don't care if you have $0 in the bank. If there's something within you that's weak, then it's not hard for a negative entity or spirit to attempt to take hold of you, But yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, I've been going out of town, just up until recently. It just got so bad. I started gambling when I was 22. And again, I'm 25 now. I'll be 26 in July. But yeah, I started gambling when I was 22, and I believe I already told the story in my very first gambling addiction video. And one thing that I'd like to add before I continue the story is there is not a lot of topics on this disease at all. You could pull up any girl twerking her ass, Cardi B this, who cheated on what who, and everything else about celebrities, all just trying to fucking distract and poison our minds with that negative bullshit. But when it comes to just trying to find that balance and just really trying to educate yourself and become aware of the fact, okay, I am an addict. I am going to be an addict for the rest of my life. I am well aware of that. But I can change how I cope with the pain that I feel. I can change the way that I cope with my past and the traumatic events that has occurred in my life. I do not have to be held or pretty much shackled by my depression, by my shame, by my past. Because this is the present time right now. This is today. This isn't when I was 5 years old. This isn't when I was whatever. You know, because that was another thing that I noticed about myself, you know, in any addiction, and I think just with anything, it hurts, it's painful, but we have to fucking accept and take accountability for our fuck ups. In no way am I blaming the casino for the fact that now I am fucking hooked. Hundreds of thousands, at least 200,000 plus down the drain over the past 4 years. Before I self-exclude myself, because that's the next step, I really needed someone to talk to just get this out. I finally went to bed last night after being up on like a 2.5 day binge at the casino all day. And I figure, oh, well, I'll just give my kid's dad some money and, you know, just take the kids to the park or just take them to go get some toys. Like, I figured that's enough in my thinking, because all I give a fuck about is the machine that's kicking my ass left and right. Stupid alarm messed up my video. But yeah, some real stuff though. Just anything that I can do to just get myself to the point where I could be by myself, I would do it. You know, whenever, you know, that anxious feeling arises and it's so uncomfortable to deal with, I'm running to the casino. Whenever the depression tries to set in, and, you know, because I deal with bipolar disorder as well, so I've been in this fucking manic episode for so fucking long. And now that shit has hit the fan and I don't even have the goddamn strength to pick up a damn bottle, which I normally would do, and drink myself to delirium. I don't even have the strength to do that. Enough is enough. Now, again, back to how this kind of got started. Pretty much, I was working as a cocktail server here on the Las Vegas Strip. And I met this guy, and yeah, that would be a different story time, because he was, whew. Well, yeah, I met this guy, and like, long story short, we meet up the next morning after my shift for breakfast. He gives me fucking $2,000 because he had just won a bunch of money. And he's just, I just want to spend time with you. I just want to hang out with you all day, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, I just got off work and I'm working great. Like, but I don't know, like, as a cocktail server, and I would see all those people, like, win the jackpots, like, no, like, I would wonder, like, why, like, people would hit big money, like 100K, 25K, 50K, and they're just sitting there, stone cold, like, still pressing away until no longer do that no more. Now you rent, lights, phone, gas, food, you're done. You know, gambling is evil. It really is. But to continue on with the story, yeah, so we're just fucking casino hopping that morning. Like, I'm fucking living at large because I was around this every day, at work. So I was really like kind of infatuated and allured by it. I was just like, but in my mind at that time, I was just like, I can't gamble with $20. That's how I knew. I was like, uh-oh. I didn't know then, but now I see. Because I was like, oh, I want to go hard like them. People fucking shitting away $50,000 in one sitting. I'm like, I want to max bet too. So before I knew it, after my run-in with this guy, every time we would meet, I think he was around for about a month, and then he just got crazy. Like, the last time I seen him, he looked like he was on drugs. Like, something had, like, fucking happened to him. And it was probably because well, aside from giving me the 2,000 every time he seen me, he probably shitted away at the casino. And he looked like a completely fucking different person. And I notice that about myself sometimes. Because when I'm in that mode, I don't eat. I may shower, but I ain't finna take the best of care of myself. Because all I give a fuck about is going to the casino. Trying to win back what I lost yesterday. Or last week. Last night. It's like I never fucking learn sometimes. I always have to learn the hard way. And no, I'm not sulking in this. And woe is not me, because I'm not a victim. I'm certainly a survivor, though. And I just wanted to use this platform to really delve deeper into a topic that is really unheard. Like, I mean, there's videos on this platform about gambling addiction and everything, but they're like older videos. You don't see any recent stuff, last night I stayed up for a long time before I actually was just like, what, I had to tell myself, I had to console myself inside. I was just like, what, Shira, you need to rest. You have not slept, you have not ate. The more I what is the word, the more I freaking drove myself crazy, just replaying everything, just everything that happened, all the money I lost, just keep thinking about that. It was to the fucking point, you guys, when I got back from the casino last night, I was fucking hearing, like, the, and then when you hit and it's like I kept hearing that shit in my fucking head. Like, I felt like a fucking crazy person. Like, I just kept, and so I had to, like, tell myself in my mind, I was just like, look, just ignore that. The enemy, he's trying to further torture you. He's trying to further torment you. You know what? At this given moment, that money is theirs. Don't keep rummaging your mind, like, just constantly thinking about it. You're not gonna get it back from gambling. All the money that I've put in, I already know I will not get back. Never. Not from gambling. Now, with hard work, dedication, and actually deciding to take control of my life back and kick this demon's ass, yeah, I'd rather put my energy towards that, towards healing, because this is a lifelong thing. And, I was watching so many videos, and oftentimes, as we all do, every video I turn on, I'll just go immediately to the comments. And some comments were so fucking relatable. I was just like, is this me? Like, I didn't know we all went through, like, because you would think because everyone has their own personal, kind of like different experience, but in a sense, it's still the same thing if you're still gambling, So it just was mind-boggling that all these fucking people, just like me, because again, it don't give a fuck about your intellect, how many cars, what kind of home you got, nothing. It's in here. And once it got this, and if you don't fight, and I mean fight hard, to take this back, you'll remain a loser. This message is for myself too. It hurts. It really hurts. Having to sit in your own shit. The shit you caused. When I say you, I'm speaking about myself. The shit I caused. You know. But the first step is admitting, talking. I'm telling you guys like it is, you know. I'm telling you how it's been for me. You know, there's been times where I've taken, like, I would just start collecting change, and I've taken big Crown Royal bags, this big, so freaking embarrassed out of my mind, shaking from anxiety, just so fucking just ashamed and embarrassed, like, did not want anyone to see me. And yep, I would always cash in the change. Like, when it got like rock bottom, like fat, I would fucking cash in my change, which is so embarrassing. Like, and then another fucking really shameful part about it is, like, you know, the place that I frequent mostly is Dottie's. I gamble there. I mean, I gamble other places too, but like, I'm a regular at Dottie's. That's pretty. I'm just starting to get into it too, and they keep freaking messing up. Ugh. All right, but let me take a sip of water. Mouth is dry. 1 second. All right, so yeah. Anyways, Dottie's, my very first, well, my second apartment, it was directly across the street. Didn't have to drive there, nothing. I used to just get up and walk right across the street. And that's where I would be for hours on end, if not days. You know, I used to always ask myself, like, well, if people really knew, what would they think? You know, this is a silent addiction, a silent killer. You slowly fade away if you don't grasp control of it immediately. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Now, admittedly, I've never stolen from anyone to feed any of my habits. Never. But I have lied to people. And that's the most shameful fucking part of it all as well. Because I lie, then I gotta tell another lie, then sometimes I forget what the fuck I say or lie about, so then I gotta fucking make up another lie to cover that lie. You see? So you're gonna always have this burning feeling at the pit of your stomach of disgust and shame and just embarrassment and filth and discontentment, and the list goes on, you know? And as I make this video now, I just got a message from lovely T-Mobile. Bills past due. Just 2 nights ago, I hit the jackpot, right? I was down to my last $100 bill. Hit the jackpot. All places at 7-Eleven too. And if you ask me today what I have to show for it, absolutely nothing. Oh, except some, you know, toys and clothes and shoes for my kids. Fuck me though. All I give a fuck is having enough to go and throw down the goddamn machine's throat. Or sit back and let them eat it up. You know. So, you know, I can't say that I'm certain that, oh, this time I get it, this time I know, because, you know, it takes some spiritual intervention. You know, it takes some really cold, hard looking within and really facing those uncomfortable truths or those uncomfortable feelings. You know, because I just feel like if the longer you try to mask or minimize and just simply just keep running away running away and you know, gamble, not dealing with your problems are only going to mount higher and higher and higher and higher again. Trust me, I am the walking proof of that. Then on top of this bullshit that I'm going through with gambling, I also run the risk of having a bench warrant put out for my arrest, due to the fact that, you know, my lawyer, he's saying he needs more money. And that was another reason why I got into this frenzy mode, because I knew that I had court this month. So I'm like, God, if I could just get just a fucking quick, just 10K jackpot, something, just so I could throw him his money and just fucking, you know. But it wasn't gonna happen, because I've gotten pretty goddamn close and I've given it all back every fucking time. You guys, I don't even have a fucking bed to sleep on. But I have nice clothes. I have nice shoes. I'm gonna keep the best wig and I'm gonna keep the best makeup. Oh yeah, my outside is always going to portray this image of, oh well, she can't have any problems. I mean, no, Shira could not. But deep down inside, when all that comes off and I'm stuck sitting in my shit like I'm doing now, realizing all the fucking time I wasted, all the money. Now, granted, I think before I do self-exclude myself from Dottie's, I think I may request my win-loss statement. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to request this year's win-loss statement so far. And I bet you if it's not, I'm just saying this year alone, not last year, just from January to April, if it's not already at like 20K, it's fucking close, if not more than that. Try fucking, like, cause I'll win. Like, that's not the problem. But for some reason, it's never fucking enough. Like, I'm never content. And I became one of those people I would serve at work. Those stone cold motherfuckers. Quiet as a fucking mouse. Didn't budge. But everybody else around you's cheering and shit. And you sitting here looking at them like you think this is something fucking cool? Because they gonna get this back somehow. You know, and also have this thing where if I'm down to my last fucking 100 and like they had already, like if I'm at the machine and for example, like say I already gave it like 600 or something, well, I'm gonna fucking play out that fucking 600 even if I want it back, just because it's like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just taking money from the casino home with me is like a fucking curse or something, because it burns my pocket so fucking much, and like in no time I'm back in this fucking cycle over and over again. And you know, it's not the money that I'm upset at. I'm just upset that, I don't know, that instead of just seeking help, or really keeping up with the help that I was receiving, I kind of just blew it all off along with everyone else. You know, because this is like a deep, dark, shameful secret of mine. And to come on this platform and to have been inspired, even though I look like shit right now, to just tell you guys, if you're thinking about it, I don't give a damn, just let it go. Separate yourself from the losses. Hell, separate yourself from the winnings, because that's an illusion too. A win at this point is a fucking lose, because we all know it's only a matter of time before you take that money back and give it back. You know? So, I have a lot of things that I would like to do. Okay, one, you guys, I'm gonna try to make this one quick because it's freaking, it's getting on my nerves. My alarm keeps going off, so it keeps freaking up my video. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, it's just important to just work on, you know, forgiving yourself, work on loving yourself. Like, I punish myself a lot. I be talking so bad to myself. Like, I swear you guys, I'm not doing this on purpose, but I'll try to add a cool transition so it don't look freaking so annoying. But, yeah, just love yourself. Hell, we didn't been, just depending on how many years you've been gambling or how long you've been into this lifestyle, we've gotten our asses beat on multiple occasions, several fucking times. So it's like, why are you gonna like beat your own ass again? You know, I know that doesn't really make sense, but why tear yourself down? Like, you know, it's enough to, you know, have to live with this disease, and it's genetic. My mom and grandma are both gamblers. And I swore when I was a kid, I was like, I'll never fucking be a gambler. I'll never fucking do that stupid shit. I was like, that's just dumb. Why do they fucking gamble? Da-da-da-da-da. But again, I was young and very clueless and had no fucking knowledge about addiction whatsoever. And what people fail to realize is generational curses just loops back on down, and I fucking be damned. That's another reason why I don't know what happened, but like something just kind of clicked in me. I'm like, do you really want your kids to live the same life you lived? Like, I'm 25. I still have my whole life ahead of me. If I can just put this period of my life behind me, I can still flourish and I can still prosper. But it's, like I said, it's going to take some spiritual intervention. It's going to take some discipline, will, and determination on my part. Faith in myself and a higher being other than myself, the creator, and just really trusting and believing that I can do this. You know, for the longest time, I never felt that I would ever stop drinking. Hell, when I was in rehab, I was planning on, as soon as I got out, when I was like, first thing I'm doing is going to get me a bottle. Rehab thinking like this, right? Shit, when they took my house arrest bracelet off, that same damn day, I'm walking from the courthouse right to Golden Nugget. Anybody who lives in Vegas, y'all know what I'm talking about. And got fucked up, and it cost me a lot. This is an expensive fucking habit, and I'm always a funny like, because I get cocky. I get cocky. I let my ego get to me sometimes, especially when I'm up. And I was just fucking around the other day talking to someone, and I was like, yeah, if you can't afford to lose, don't come. Spend what you can afford to lose, right? Meanwhile, here I am spending every goddamn dime I have. I couldn't afford to lose that. Nobody can fucking afford to lose. Who wants to lose? But yeah, you guys, excuse me if I'm beginning to ramble now. I was really inspired, like I said, really just inspired to do this. I may have a part 2, but like I said, you guys, this is a very ugly, ugly disease. Like, I literally have nightmares about this shit sometimes, especially during times where like that manic episode, you're high and then boom, you just drop right back low. And then you're just like fucking stuck here like a fucking crackhead or something. Like, hey, it will do that shit to you. Because there's times where I feel like I'm on fucking drugs or something, like some hard drug. And I've never had hard drug, you know, besides like pills, when that was, you know, a part of who I am. But if anything, a lot of people, they compare it to like heroin and meth addictions, because apparently those are very hard to quit too. But if you ask me, oh shoot, excuse me, if you ask me, gambling, I mean, yeah, any addiction really, but gambling is just, you really be thinking like you smart and you winning, and next thing you know, you can't tap no more. Game over. Insert more credits. Da 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 da. You know? And then you're just sitting there stuck like heart sank, starting to fucking sweat, nerves bad, you become lethargic, like you feel like you're about to damn near have a goddamn stroke. You know? And I don't mean to laugh, but laughing, I've realized, is one of my coping mechanisms. Like, you know, laugh to keep from crying. I mean, I can cry on my own time, but I just had to share this message with you all. What I'll do is I'll do a part 2 because I want to get this video up immediately. If oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I thought I heard my daughters, but yeah. If you know anyone who gambles, and I understand, like, you know, we push a lot of us gamblers. We tend to push people away, and sometimes we hurt people who have always been good to us. We lie. If there was a way I could fucking cheat, as far as gambling goes, I will. So we cheat. And some of us steal. Again, that's hasn't been my experience. I mean, I've been in some pretty rough shit having to either try to fucking go and collect, or, you know, I'm collecting all this change up during the week or for a month's time, and then fucking go right to a Coinstar. Take what, $30-$40 back to the casino, lose that. Now I'm on the phone begging and borrowing. Got to make up some fucking excuse, because again, you know, with this whole double life, you cannot dare allow anyone in on this top secret. You know, they can't have any type of suspicion or suspect you of having any kind of problem, because then your cover is blown and the truth is exposed. Then what are you gonna mask yourself with? What are you gonna hide? Who are you gonna portray yourself as? And I wouldn't necessarily say that I pretend to be someone I'm not, but I sure as hell don't put on this persona that I'm a fucking gambling addict who loses fucking every dime she fucking manages to come across. And then when I do the right shit and try to stay away, it's like I can't. You know, it's, well, I take that back. I can do anything. We all have the power within ourselves to heal and transform into our highest selves. But again, it's this thing here. Once it's become tainted by vices and mental illness and depression and lack of sleep and not taking care of yourself, not eating properly, like, you're just not thinking straight. Excuse me. You know, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm well aware of the fact that Dottie's or any casino period has not put a gun to anyone's head and said, hey, gamble all your goddamn money and ruin your life, you know? No. But I just feel like there should be harder regulations. You know, they should allow you to set a strict limit that you cannot change, like, of what you are willing to play that. Well, I don't even know, because it's still, like I said, it's a mind thing. There's been times I was all the way up, like, I got my money back plus more, and I'm like, cash out, like the smart side, cash out. The retarded ignorant side, oh, excuse me, I don't like saying that word. The ignorant side, though, it was like, oh, That's it? That's all you want? You're not gonna try to get more? Oh, you were gonna get the jackpot. Now you ain't getting shit. And then I deliberately just give it all back. You know, oftentimes I wonder if I am crazy. I feel crazy at times. But I just hope this inspires someone to trust and believe that you can create that dream life. But shitting away every dollar, precious time that you can't get back with your family, friends, loved ones, kids, wife, girlfriend, whatever, staying in a fucking smoke-filled, disgusting, dirty-ass, rundown-ass casino. You know, at some point though, and this is something that I've been told over the years, is, you know, we know when it's time, and we won't know we're ready until we know we're ready. And nothing changes if nothing changes. So the whole point I'm trying to make is never feel like it's too late, because that's what kept me stuck and trapped in this fucking addiction even longer than I intended to be. Because all I could seem to think about is all the money and time that I wasted. So I figured I had to get even, or they had to do something just spectacular to the point where just one good one fucking 100K jackpot, even though I've gambled way more in this establishment. But just give me one elusive win, and I swear I'll stay away. But even as I said that, and would often tell myself, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it at all. I knew I was fucking lying to myself. But I don't want to make this too long, because I am going to do a part 2. I hope you all are well, though. Again, if you know anybody that's dealing with this, you know, I understand it's frustrating dealing with someone who is in active addiction, but belittling them, degrading them, putting them down, all that nonsense and toxicity is not going to fix or help the situation. Uplift someone, pick them up, motivate them. You know, I'm not saying baby them. We all have to fucking take accountability. We got to take charge. You know, ain't nobody gonna give us shit or hand us anything. You know, it's up to us what kind of life we wish to live. And if we continue, well, not we, but if I continue down this path of gambling and alcoholism, it will lead me deeper and deeper into this eternal hell until I'm no more. Because it is a slow death. You know, all the times I having suicide thoughts and wishing I would just die, knowing I have kids, but instead of dealing with the pain and the just chaos I would cause, I just selfishly would just hope to die. But I know that as horrible as it is, this is all happening and already has been written and ordained in my path. You know, I just have to learn from this. You know, like, again, it hurts. But the first step is admitting, accepting, acknowledging, taking accountability and responsibility, not blaming anyone, but turning it inward, because there's something within me that got me to this point. There's something broken or voided within me that I must figure out. I can't keep masking it with drugs, gambling, weed, or alcohol. You know, you can't keep doing that. At some point, you have to just sit in your own shit. Like, that's one of my favorite slogans now. Because as raw and disgusting as it sounds, this is some true shit. Like, you know, this is rock bottom. You know, and some of us have had to go through rock bottom fucking several times. I'm one of those people. But I do want different. Yes, baby. Hi. One of my babies just woke up. I'm making a YouTube video. Yeah. You gonna say hi? Say hi. Oh, y'all, excuse my room. I had to freaking bag things up because, yeah. But again, like I was saying, just don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourselves up. I mean, you have to take it one day at a time, 15 minutes at a time. If you gotta fucking cry. If you gotta go fucking take a long walk. Oh, you scared me. If you have to go take a long walk, you know, take a long walk.
Mommy,
but you have to release that.
Mommy, heavy book.
You want the book, baby? Go get a pen so you can write in this. Oh, shoot.
It's hi, Mommy.
Okay, but yeah, like, you have to get this out of you. I don't know, like, some serious purging must take place. But yeah,
Mommy.
Ooh, celebrate recovery. I'm looking into all my books right now.
Mom.
That's another thing I'm about to delve back into and distract myself with. Educating myself. Oh, no, baby. Don't write in that book. These are my new books. Okay, but thank you all for watching this video. I'm gonna give it an edit now. It's hard to talk about, but I just needed to get it out. Because holding it in, which I've done over the years, like, has caused me just, oh my God. But in spite of all of this, all these trials and tribulations, I still believe that I have a fighting chance to turn this around. Stay safe, blessed, and healthy, and you all have a prosperous rest of the week. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.